Hello, I'm Dr. CPA. Welcome to my channel. I hope I met you well. I hope you're keeping safe. So I quickly want to solve a problem for you. And that problem says solve the equation 3/2 sine inverse of y over 7 is equal to pi. It's equal to pi here. So the very first thing I'm going to do, I'll take 2 to multiply pi, and then 3 comes down. So this now leaves me with 2 pi over 3 on the right hand side. In other words, this 2 multiplies pi and then 3 divides 2 pi. So I have 2 pi over 3 on the right hand side. So what will be left on the left, what will be remaining on the left hand side simply becomes sine inverse of y over 7. Now the question says solve the equation. In other words, y is the variable here. Y is the variable. So what can I do to take away this sine inverse? What I'm going to do at this juncture is simply to take sine of both sides. Now when you take sine of both sides, you discover that, and now you can see I've written it here. Now take sine of both sides. Now when you do that, in other words, you're taking sine of sine inverse of y over 7. Now on the right hand side, I'm also taking sine of 2 pi over 7. And at the end of the day, sine of sine inverse will cancel each other. So what will be remaining on the left hand side simply becomes y over 7. But then, coming to the right hand side, I have sine of 2 pi over 3. Now most of the times when they give you this kind of question, you want your answer to be in the form of a sword. You can as well use your calculator to evaluate sine of 2 pi over 3. But that is not really what you are going to expect to get, or what you'll be expected to get. So how do I evaluate sine of 2 pi over 3? How do I convert this to a special angle? You need to understand that the sine of any angle theta is the same thing as the sine of 180 minus that same angle theta. In other words, sine 30 degrees is the same thing. Let me just write here. Sine 30 degrees, for example, is equal to sine of 180 minus 30 is equal to 180 minus 150. So now the question is, 2 pi over 3, what angle is that? 2 pi over 3 is 120 degrees. So when we are talking about sine of 2 pi over 3, it simply means sine of 120 degrees. And the sine of 120 degrees is the same thing as the sine of 60 degrees. That is 180 minus 120. Becomes the sine of 60 degrees. And 60 degrees is the same thing as pi over 3. So our equation now boils down to this. We now have y over 7 being equals to sine of pi over 3. This pi over 3 is 60 degrees. Now the question is, what is sine of pi over 3? This is a special angle. The sine of pi over 3 is simply equals to root 3 over 2. So y over 7 now becomes equals to root 3 over 2. You can see the equation here. Now what do we do to make y the subject? Y simply becomes, you see that 7 comes and multiply root 3 over 2 here. So y becomes 7 root 3 divided by 2. And it gives us the final answer here. Y is equal to 7 root 3 divided by 2. So thank you very much. Please do well to subscribe to this channel and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.